right now.
There's two. But...
No, there's like 3.
Where's 3?
The one that just climbed up that tree.
No, it's right there. That's the same one.
Hey guys, it's Courtney. If you're wondering where I am right now, yeah, the time happened. I am finally in college. Oh, that's so scary to say. And I have been here for, tomorrow will be a week. So yeah, I totally have not been updating you guys. But I've really just been settling in and trying to be present in the moment, and I have really been enjoying it. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Courtney. I am an 18-year-old artist living in North Carolina, and I've always lived in North Carolina, but now it's like the other side of North Carolina. So here's like a map so that you can physically see it. Yeah, this is just like crazy. I keep forgetting I'm literally at college and my life is entirely different. But I am going to walk you through some of my favorite things here, some of the things that I've been, settling into. We're definitely gonna have a little room tour, talk through some of my work, all of that. So for other people who are just starting college, maybe you won't feel as alone. And for people who are starting next year, maybe you can start to see what it will look like. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I would really appreciate if you would subscribe, help out a young artist, because now I can actually for real say, like, I'm in art school. Me pretending I'm not at a liberal arts college. But anyways, I am loving it. Let's get on. So first, room tour, or at least tour of my side of the room. I feel like I brought so much, but at the same time, not enough. Like, I had multiple containers of clothes. Way too many containers of clothes, like a disturbing amount. And that filled up so much space, so I thought, hey, I have so much stuff, I have so many decorations, and if you've been on my channel before and you saw my old room, you know that this is really depressing to me. But anyways, let's just get into it. Hi, here's my little sink. I think that this is so funny. All of like the stuff in here is like SpongeBob themed. All of my little makeup, my eyeshadow palettes, stuff like that. And then we just have the door. I love these little butterflies. I hang stuff on them all the time. These are my little hangers, and normally I put my fluffy headbands on there, but like, I don't know where 2 of them are right now. My table, and then the choir are trying to get me to join them. All of my shoes are right here along my bed, except some that I like shoved further down in there. And my bed, it's definitely not in its most made state ever right now, but it is really cute, and I have my little animals there and everything. And some of my art on the wall. I have this like weird brick wall, which like people who are not on the basement level don't have. But like, it's fine. It's not super ugly. It just kind of reminds me of my high school. And if you're wondering why I have a window and I'm on the basement level, I'm not actually on the basement level. They just call this the basement level, which, doesn't really make sense to begin with, but I feel like it would also make a little bit more sense if it was like the first floor, like ground level. But it is actually not even ground level. You can see out there that I am very much above the ground. So I don't know who made that naming decision, but I'm not complaining because now I have a window. Anyways, here is one of my clothing areas. I have all of my belts right here, and then I just have like some cute summery clothes, which I will have to switch out soon. On my shelf over here, I have my little plants, and I hope they're enjoying the sunlight because there was way less of it in my room. Some books, and then my little desk setup. I definitely want to get a little bit more over here. It is kind of cute like with this right now, and I love my lamp, and I love all my earrings, my necklaces, and my teeny tiny fridge, which also lights up and becomes a mirror. So that's pretty cool. And then I have even more clothes right here with the addition of my Beanie Babies. Why are you back there? And just some like little pictures. If you thought that I had showed you all the clothes, I have not. There's still more in there, and still more down there, and still more under my bed. So as we can see, Courtney tip number 1 for getting ready for college is don't bring that many clothes. Please. Because then you're designing your room and you think it all looks adorable and so cute, and then you realize you did not bring anything at all. most of the things that I've been doing have just been like making friends, meeting new people, and then a lot of schoolwork. Davidson is a pretty academically rigorous school, but like it's challenging. I enjoy it. And just so you know, like academically rigorous does not necessarily mean like the professors give you bad grades, because I think Davidson's senior average is still like an A-, which is like really good for a college that has such a large combination of academic rigor and social life, community service, partying, like all of that. Really a space for everyone here, and it makes the college feel like a lot larger than it actually is. But I know that this sort of community would not be present at such a big school where it's like difficult to get to know everybody and things like that. But I really have been enjoying it here so far. It's beautiful. Today is not the best day to show you guys everything that's up because it's about to rain. We were about to do the cake race, which is a super fun Davidson tradition, and it was rescheduled because of the rain, unfortunately. But we're working on it. We're getting there. And I'm gonna show you guys some snippets of my art class, just the general vibes around here. If you're looking at this and thinking, Courtney, this is not anything like your normal work, you're probably right. We're trying to get back to basics and not focus so much on color and subject to carry our artwork, but rather like technical skills, different mark making, things like that. Right now I'm working on some compositions for a project that you guys will hopefully see pretty soon. Here are some interesting things I've been doing. Welcome to the art studio. So here's what I've kind of been working on. It's just a more abstract piece. I think this is the composition I'm gonna go on because I'm putting it onto paper now. This one felt a little too representational, and this one is a great mixture of abstract yet still retaining some of that original stuff. I'm in a rush because I have to meet somebody in a second, but I have been loving life here. I felt so creative since I've got here because I'm just meeting so many people from different life experiences and different situations than me. And it's really just like so inspiring, so inspiring. Anyways, yeah, I gotta jog.
I saw it. Courtney, the slayer of all. Let's go, Courtney.
Chop chop.
Yes, you have chopped
skills.
everything.
Hey, it's Courtney. I probably look a little crazy because we just finished the cake race, which is a tradition here at Davidson. And now I am back in the studio working on my piece. This piece is actually not due for a week. I'm so excited about it. I want to go ahead and just dive in and kind of get it done in a way. So basically, we're focusing on different types of mark making, and I'm so excited about it so far because this class, even though I've literally been in it for like 2 or 3 days, is already serving to really push my conception of what art is, what art can be, and more. I think it's just like, it's something I'm so excited about. One thing that is kind of really funny is here I have this Starbucks bottle, and I actually have linseed oil and clay in here. Clay that I gathered from outside. And I'm using this as a medium actually, which I think is super cool until, you know, you have to gather it in front of people. But yeah, we're working with it so far. Everything seems to be coming along like super cool. I am really enjoying this. And there's just like so many more possibilities than I ever thought of with my art, which I guess is kind of the purpose of art school. If you are someone who wants to major in visual arts or some sort of like fine or studio arts, I would actually recommend not going to a 100% dedicated art school, because while it is true that there's positives and negatives to both, I'm here at a liberal arts school, so There's people doing computer science. There's people doing musical theater as their major. Like, it really just depends on who you are, but you really just meet such a wide variety of people with so many different lived experiences. And honestly, that's inspiring me so much as an artist. And I do kind of use the term art school to describe my college experience sometimes in these videos, because it's a lot easier to just say, hey, I'm going to art school when you're an art major, than just like, oh yeah, I'm an art major at a liberal arts school, but not everybody is an art major, and you know what I mean. If you hear this really loud sound, that's me putting clay on the paper with my fingers. You know, we were really exploring like interesting ways to make marks, and I feel like I'm exploring so many more. I'm learning so many more, because I have always just kind of thought of art as realism, or like, you know, the very like traditional ways of doing things. And now my mind has kind of been opened up to many more possibilities, which doesn't mean that I'm totally abandoning realism, but just that I'm super excited to explore more possibilities, you know? The wonderful thing about Davidson is it keeps me busy. If you knew me in high school, or you've seen some of my videos, you probably know that I am somebody who doesn't like not having things to do. I don't know. I've sort of always been that way. I get bored easily if I'm not being challenged, if I'm not being stimulated. I'm sorry, this is probably so much louder than I think it is. Wait, that doesn't look right. I feel like I made a mistake. Okay, I'm trying to fix it. You know what? The hard part about experimenting now is that my hands look like this. Not super fun, but also we're getting there. I have just felt so creative with this piece, and I feel like there's still so much more that can be done. These were some of my sketches, just figuring out what I wanted to do compositionally. I had some horizontal ones up here, but I eventually went with vertical because I think that that's working out a lot better for me. One thing that I do wish I had done a little bit different is, so this, I mixed the clay with linseed oil. I definitely got too much because I don't think I'm gonna use all this, but whatever. I mixed the clay with the linseed oil, but really I think that I should have mixed it with water because I like the texture it has whenever there's like rain. And the unfortunate thing about using oil is it kind of does stain the paper and give it like that oily look, and I'm not loving it, but it is a mark, just not necessarily an intended one. But I do think it's interesting to explore what can happen when we let control go of like what sort of art we're making, and we sort of look at everything as more of like, I am creating something, but like I'm just being guided. I'm trying to explain a way that doesn't make me sound like crazy, like a cultist. I am just making what my arm tells me to put on the paper. Like, yes, it's me creating it, but also it's not. There's no way I can say that makes me sound not crazy, but it's fine. This is just such a deep painting that has so many emotions for me, really. I'm exploring a lot of very deep held beliefs. I'm exploring a lot of recent events which have really impacted my worldview. And I've never been the largest fan of abstraction, but I'm really feeling it now for some reason. And I feel like I am exploring so much more than I ever have, which is ultimately a really, really amazing thing. So much going on here. And it does look a little bit different from my reference photo, but honestly, like, I love this so much. If I could give you an above angle, I 100% would. I'm trying to create more of a gradient on this one side. India ink wants to keep like drying up, so we're working with it.
Going down? Are we going down? I think so.
So I I am just here in the laundry room waiting for my clothes to be done. Definitely a college struggle, and I'm also like a floor below mine because my laundry room did not have any things open, but whatever. I'm probably gonna end the video here, but yeah, expect a lot more college content in the coming months. And I think that it will be really fun to take you guys on this journey with me, especially as I navigate a new world of creativity, interconnectedness with the world around me and with things on a more global scale. So we'll see about that. And as always, stay creative, have a happy day, a happy life, and keep on creating and educating yourself. College era Courtney, yes. Bye.
Why is he calling down like that? This